Sure. What's up, guys? It's Adam Knapik here from Donut Media. I drive the Donut Media Formula D car, and we make goofy content for the internet. Yeah, there she is. So this is a S14, which is a 1995 to 98 Nissan 240SX. Not a lot of Nissan left. It's a LSX 376 motor, fully built. It's got Vortech supercharger on that, PWR cooling all the way through, and it makes about 950 to the wheels. Okay. Which is not too bad. It gets up and goes.
Obviously, we've all seen you on Donut, your shop daddy, right?
Yeah.
How much of this was done by you, right?
Yeah, so this car was fully built by me. I actually did this in my home garage. So don't ever think that you can't build something pretty wild.
What's something else on this build that somebody walking by would not appreciate or would not notice, but makes a huge deal to you as the builder and the driver?
Yeah, I gotcha. Oh, this guy. You know what's the best thing on this car? Not the wrap. The wrap is terrible. It's absolute. These guys wrapped it. This is Will from Wrap Legends, and they do a great job. I forgot where we were at though. Hey man, are you driving or what?
How are you?
Good. Are you driving? Sweet. Yeah, man. So one thing that's on this car that is never seen, but and kind of underappreciated. Oh no, not underappreciated. I appreciate it. Is the quick change rear end because that helps you kind of like dial in the gearing exactly where you want it. So you never see it, but it's big and stout and strong. It's in the back, and I love that thing. It's been one of the best purchases I've made on it. So
I would hear people talk about quick changes, and I'm like, I don't really know why people make such a big deal about it.
Yeah.
And after I started going to track days,
yeah,
and there was a dude there, and he told me that he didn't come up with this. He stole it from Chelsea Denofa, where he swapped his car to a Ford 8.8, and then he just has a whole bunch of 8.8s with different ratios.
Oh yeah,
and he just swaps the rear.
I have heard of doing like the 8.8 quick change style. Like it's kind of like a lower, like a cheaper version of doing a quick change,
right?
Which is cool. But yeah, when you could dial in that gearing, it's phenomenal. And you get to pick which gear you want it in all the time, so to speak. So like we always try to gear it to get it to fourth gear. That way it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's your strongest gear. And if you do have to shift down, it's straight up because it's a dog box. So just 4 to 3 and it's less likely to miss a shift. That, and honestly, the cooling system is like something that people kind of overlook a lot. We got like a huge oversized like PWR radiator because I've gone through a couple different companies, and dude, after I went with them, I haven't had a problem with overheating unless I'm being is that radiator. That thing is killer. So
if somebody was building a drift car or just a car for competition to the track, what would your advice to like their first focus to be? Because everybody's going to go big power.
Yeah.
Somebody who professionally drives, what would you say the focus should be?
It depends on what. That's super loaded. Is it Formula D? Is it Grassroots event? Is it
Let's talk
like, you know what I mean? So Grassroots Motorsports, if you were to go to like a Pro-Am event, I would focus on getting the car as reliable as possible. And that means don't focus on so much power. I would keep it like 400 to 500 max to the wheels. And just focus on a really good cooling system, because then when you're not competing, you can go out and drive and have a good time. And if you could get it to be gas and tires, you'll be set. Oh man, as far as the next motor for engine swaps, I don't know where it's gonna go. The Coyote is really popular. It's a dope motor, but it's so wide as far as the heads. And so routing the exhaust and stuffing it into stuff makes it really, really difficult. The 2J is getting really expensive if there's a manufacturer that makes like a straight 6, like the Barra motor, but that's not here, that's in Australia. So I can't see where else it would go except for now, the LS with just how tight of a package it is. I do see a resurgence in bringing back the old school stuff. So SR20 is getting fully rebuilt, and it's kind of like, these now are old school Mustangs. They get brought back to former glory, and you just kind of like do the old school JDM stuff and just kind of make it of that era. So that's pretty rad. I do like that. But as far as what's the new hot swap, dude, I don't know. LS is pretty much king for now. So